girls. In that light, a national consultative meeting that brought together National Assembly members, EI companies, Sefolu, chiefs, and a host of development partners was convened to come up with concrete recommendations that will adequately address the ratification of all forms of traditional practices against women and girls. In her opening statement, Nima Satasane Bojan, chairperson of the ceremony, said the whole world recognized the effects of FGM, making it a concern that needs a tangible solution. She further said Gambia was among many countries who signed the protocols on the rights of women and girls. Bojan commended Gamco and its supporters for making tremendous efforts to put people in the limelight. Dr. Aissatou Touré, the executive director, Gamco Trap, said the Gambia was one of the 25 states that have ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. It has also ratified conventions on the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women and many more international instruments.
Our work, which is embedded in grassroots activism and social mobilization, is situated within a broader global framework of advocacy on women and children's rights, as well as global efforts to address belief systems that promote harmful traditional practices. Part of this advocacy is to ensure the promotion of substantive equality for women through the engagement of relevant government institutions, communities and stakeholders across the spectrum to protect and promote the rights of women and children.
She urged National Assembly members to enact anti-FGM laws in the Gambia, as it is in the interest of protecting women and girls. Sefo Ibrahima Jammeh admitted that they have a crucial role to play in the development of the country. He called on all to put hands on deck to push laws to the parliament that will benefit women and girls. FGM is an international concern, said Deputy British High Commissioner and Tommy Jones, Acting Deputy Chief of Mission, American Embassy. Both commended Gamco Trap for their struggle to fight FGM. They promised to support them to the very end. For her part, Fatou Kinte of UNFPA also highlighted that FGM has been practicing in many communities for years. She disclosed that over 130 million girls and women alive today have undergone FGM, mostly in Africa. Kinte further said this practice leads to disability, physical and psychological harm for millions of women throughout the world annually. Come February 2013, the Gambia will stage a mega event where 30 circumcises and 336 communities will be dropping the knife. For GRTS News, I am Fatima Simaha.
A novel season of new delights for holidaymakers to the Gambia. The amazing Belgian skydiving team Supervan is back again in the country for another bout of wonderful jumps, sampling the blue skies of the Smiling Coast. Skydiving joins a list of fresh introductions under a new tourism strategy, questioned to make the Smiling Coast the ultimate destination. In its first jump this year, members of the Supervan left sunbathers at the expansive Senegambia beach awestruck and mesmerized with great leaps skyscraping 4,000 altitudes above sea level. The jumps continue for a week, so if you are one for heights, for delights, this is your moment to test the blue skies of the Gambia. An unidentified teenager believed to have been knocked down by a vehicle a week ago is currently admitted at the surgical ward of the Royal Victoria Teaching Hospital. Samuel Barr reports that efforts by hospital officials to obtain information regarding the boy's identity is proving difficult.
This teenager, whose name and address is still unknown to the RVTH hospital officials, is said to have been knocked down by a fast-moving vehicle around Kersering about a week ago. The feeble lad was reportedly rushed to the Sukuta Health Center for medical attention before his eventual referral to the RVTH. Consequently, efforts to elicit useful information regarding his name and address, according to hospital staff, have proven fruitless, a situation that continues to raise concerns for the hospital staff. Medical reports carried out earlier indicate a deep laceration of the patient's tongue and a displacement of the anterior lower teeth. He is also said to have been unconscious and apparently has some urinary constraints. Several attempts to speak to him also proved unsuccessful, as officials disclosed that the only thing he could say is Dama Nyibi, meaning I want to go home. The lad, though receiving proper medical attention, but his identity still remains an issue of concern for hospital staff. The family of this boy is kindly urged to identify themselves and liaise with the RVTH hospital management to claim their missing youngster. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Meantime, 3 people are left unscathed in a truck accident in Guinea, a village near Buyam, West Coast region. Although the cause of the accident is yet to be ascertained, police single out speeding as a possible reason. We have more in this report. A loaded truck containing light materials such as shea butter, cooking pots, bicycles, scrap metals, empty gallons of palm oil was heading to Basse. The 3 passengers on board were rushed to the Suleiman Jungung Hospital in Buyam, where they were attended to before the police were called to visit the scene of the accident. The cause of the accident remains unclear, but the police officer on the ground, Corporal Alou Diouf, blamed the accident on speeding.
So when coming, you have to reduce your speed, but when you are overspeeding, so you can see that in this slope area, it will be a very problem. So you can see the key marks over there. You can easily identify through the plan sketch that the driver was overspeeding. The driver, Samba So, explained that he lost control of the steering wheel, which got stuck as he climbed the hilly road. Suddenly, he said the carrier got broken before the truck fell. Aside from the broken carrier, the truck's windscreen and the rear glass also suffered damages, in addition to other things that could not be accounted for. The vehicle was said to be towed by the police. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break.
The NAWEC Staff Association, under the Chief Guest of Honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya AJJ Jammeh, is staging its 3rd annual gala dinner and dance in association with the international superstar Asanjai of Senegal, Joliba Kuyate and Abu and Fafa. This program is in support of His Excellency's drive to turn the Gambia into a city-state by providing all basic and essential services such as electricity and water to the Gambian population irrespective of where they live. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at the Senegambia Beach Hotel. Tables are as follows: Platinum $60,000 diamond $50,000 gold $40,000 and silver $35,000. Each table comes with 10 gala dinner tickets and cash power raffle tickets. Individual tickets $1,500. January 25th, that is the dance at the Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchemi Hall. The tickets are as follows: VIP $600, ordinary $400. Chief guest of honor for the night: Modu Turo Dabo, Aja Chan Khan and Fatu Toure. And at Brikama Joko, which is January 27th, the tickets are $200 flat. Chief guest of honor: Lamin Sane, Governor of West Coast Region, Aja Fatu Sow, Farato Alcalo, and Amidou Ja Oil. For reservations, please call 366-4096, 997-3500, 384-6607, 980-2992.
Welcome back. In Senegal, 3 parliamentary deputies have lost their seats following allegations of illicit enrichment. The 3 were the only deputies absent during the country's parliamentary plenary session, during which their parliamentary immunities were lifted, leaving them open to prosecution. We have more in this report.
All the deputies were present except for those being accused of illicit enrichment. Omar Sarr, Abdoulaye Balde and Ousmane Gom did not show up for the Senegalese National Assembly's plenary session, during which the parliamentary immunity of these 3 men was lifted. Now they can be called in to stand trial. This is about allowing the truth to manifest itself in matters of ill-gotten gains. The government had made a commitment at the very beginning to shed light on these matters, and the process continues in total respect for regulations. The Senegalese Democratic Party has always objected to the legitimacy of the Court for Illicit Enrichment to try the barons of Abdoulaye Wade's regime. The party says the vote violates Senegalese law.
They have stabbed the state of law in our country in the back. We think it is a bad day for Senegalese democracy that we brag so much about. A bad day for the independence of